Welcome to another iCONNCT University. Obviously, for those of you that don't know, my name is Cameron Evans. I'm the marketing manager here. And today we have some good stuff for you all. We're going to be learning how to video call your clients or your customers, video calling you. And real quick, why would they do this? Real quick. I've shown this before, and so those who have already seen it, I just bear with me for 58 seconds. But I'm starting to notice this trend in the professional service provider marketplace. And the trend that I'm noticing is being able to instantly have a conversation with whoever your service provider is, whoever your professional is. I'm noticing this with TurboTax. I think it was during Super Bowl. They had their commercial, which now, as you're doing your taxes in TurboTax, you can easily click a button and you can get connected with a tax advisor immediately. And it's literally like this. It's a FaceTime. I do also know Bank of America, they are removing their tellers, some of their tellers, and they're restructuring their banks in a way to where all you need to do is swipe your card on the door and you walk in and there's literally nobody there. It's just booths with screens. And you literally walk in and you go in there, and I believe there's an ATM there along with a screen, and on the screen is the professional teller that can help you out with anything that you need. And they're in some sort of center somewhere else, right? And so why not have that same intimate relationship with your clients as the real estate professional in your area, and give them the ability to, when they're searching for property, they can at will just pull up their real estate professional, ask any sort of questions that they want to ask about it within the app, and obviously you all are on the receiving end of that call. And so real quick, I wanted to share my screen here and I want to show you all exactly what I was talking about. So this is Amazon Clinic, and where you can actually get access to a doctor on Amazon, a doctor, either a pharmacist or a doctor. It's one of those two. And I just wanted to show you what Amazon was doing with FaceTiming professionals.
With Amazon One Medical, feeling good just got better. That's because we offer two ways to get medical care: convenient one-time virtual visits or membership for ongoing support. Want a one-time visit or don't have insurance? You can get virtual care for over 30 common conditions, like a cold or the flu, a UTI, or pink eye. In just a few clicks, you can message or video chat with our care team, day or night, for a flat fee. And if you're looking for ongoing support, a One Medical membership gives you on-demand virtual care for everyday issues, plus easy booking of same and next day appointments when you're near one of our offices. So you can book a visit for preventive care, chronic conditions, mental health, or any health concern. And Prime members get exclusive savings on One Medical memberships. Amazon One Medical. Feeling good just got better.
Right? Feeling good just got better with One Medical. So basically, reason for showing that is lots of humongous companies are heading in this direction where getting access to service providers is now, hold on, I'm just going to stop this video. Getting access to service providers is now on demand, right? And obviously, that's all we preach about on iCONNCT, and helping real estate agents dominate their local area by being the on-demand real estate agent. And so I told everybody to get your phones out, get your iCONNCT phones out. And again, I want you all to treat me like a customer. And you all are going to be or I'm going to be FaceTiming you all, because I want you all to learn how these calls come in for yourself, basically how you initiate these calls with your customers. And then I may give a little like marketing idea at the end on how to use this actual feature within the app in order to generate these calls for yourselves when you're doing open houses, or when you're outdoor knocking, or even when you're creating social media content. And so I'm going to give 10 seconds for everybody to get their iCONNCT apps out and go ahead and log into them. If you haven't logged into them, then let me know if you need any help logging into your app. And again, what we're going to be doing is you're going to go into your Agent iCONNCT app, and then you are going to send me your Tap Top Tour link, and I'm going to give you the information to send it to in a second. And then I am going to video call you. Now, I just want to make a reminder to everybody that your customers do not have to have the iConnect app in order for this to work. And I'm going to show you exactly what happens, as soon as you do this. And so I'm going to walk you through it first, and then we can do it with. Let me scooch over a second, and then we can do it with all three of you guys, since there's three of you on here. And so I'm going to go to my iConnect Agent app, and then the the ellipsis, right next to the ellipsis is the share icon right here. And as soon as you tap that, obviously you're going to have multiple different ways to share this app with a potential customer. And all the way at the bottom, you're going to see Tap, Talk, Tour Link. As soon as you tap that, it gives you options to share this with your customer. And usually, so for you all that are on here, you're basically going to send this to me. And I'm going to give you my number in a second. You're going to send this to me. I'm going to tap your link, and then we're going to be in a video call, right? And so you could either send it through email, you could send it through text. And so let's do this. So for those of you that have, actually everybody, I'm going to ask for participation from everybody. If you pull out your iConnect app, log into it, and on the top right-hand corner, go ahead and tap that share. And then at the bottom, tap Talk Tour Link. And then go ahead and go to Messages. And then this is what you could do. So let's send it to this one first. Actually, let's do the other one. So let's do 909-809-8463, right? And so this is my number, right? And so when you all actually send this, obviously I'm going to get a notification on my side. And so what I could do is just wait for you guys to send that to me. Whoever wants to send it to me, just to make sure, to see what it looks like on your side. And feel free to unmute yourself. Feel free to ask any questions, whatever it is. I really want, engagement on this, because at the end of the day, like, that's what this is about. I want to make sure that you all are very familiar with the iConnect app. So when you're out in the field, you never run into any of these issues. You know exactly what to do.
So what is your number again? One more time, please.
Oh, can you see it
Yeah.
on the screen or no?
I am actually on my phone.
Oh, got it. So
Yeah.
let me do this. So it's 909
Uh-huh.
809 8463.
And this is sending you like a text message, right?
Yes. And so I'm going to show you exactly what this looks like on my phone. So as soon as whoever sends it to me, I can show you exactly what it looks like.
I just send you it.
Nice. And so
Sorry, I totally got disconnected. Can you repeat? I'm so sorry.
no, you're good. You're good. I'll go through it one more time, because this is
Thank
such an
you.
easy task to do. And so basically, Gabriella just sent me her Tap Talk Tour link, and this is what pops up on my side. So this is interesting, because a lot of real estate agents ask me, like, wait, Cameron, isn't that supposed to be like a tappable, I guess tappable, a clickable link, right? And so, but when you text somebody for the first time, the only way for it to be a link is if I respond, right? And so what I'm going to do is so here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to tap OK. And so now this turns into an actual link. We've actually been like working on this, like our dev team has been working. I don't want to get like too much into it, but our dev team has been working on like fixing this. But I think this is like an Apple and Android issue. And so, but Gabriella, this is what it looks like on my side. iConnect agents provide instant home tours and home valuations. Whatever you need in real estate, I'm ready for when you are. Tap on the link to video call. And so when I tap on that, this goes into my Safari or my Google, whatever I'm using on my phone, and it just asks me to allow to use the camera and the microphone. And then obviously all of your information pops up right there, headshot, all your information along with your bio. And then once I tap call now, I'm going to input my info. So I'm going to do Cam, E, and then connect. And then now, Gabriella, you should be getting a call on your iConnect app. And yes, and also too, like, because are you getting the call on your?
Yes. I am.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. And so I'm gonna hang up because I know that you can't be like you can't have two calls going at one time. But that's exactly how it works, right? And so like for Angela, if you go into your, so this is what we were doing. We were basically teaching you all how to use your Tap Talk Tour link within your app. And so, Angela, if you pull up your iConnect app,
Okay.
yep.
Okay. Got
hmm
it.
And then anybody else who, again, like, feel free to do this. You've seen my number in there. I'll, matter of fact, put my number in the chat if you want to do this. Oh yeah, so Dominic died. Thank you very much. So Dominic put my number in the chat, 909-809-8463. And if you go to your agent profile and then go to the share at the top right-hand corner, as soon as you tap that, right, it's going to give you all the options to share your profile with somebody. And then all the way at the bottom, you're going to see the green Tap Talk Tour link. And as soon as you tap that, that's where it's going to give you options to send it to somebody, right? So you could
Okay. Got it.
go ahead. Yeah. And so for individuals for agents who work out of their CRM, you simply go to this copy and it just copies the link. And so then you can go into your CRM and then input the link into your CRM. You could probably save it as in our CRM, it's called a snippet, right? So it just saves it as an actual link. Um, but yeah, and so basically you would go to text and then that's where you input my number there. So 909-809-8463. And once you input that in there, that's when I'm going to get a notification on my phone. And so, hold on, it seems like a lot of you guys did it. So give me a second. Which is great. I love the participation. So I don't know who that is. But okay, so cool. So I got this 267. So this is Ola. Ola, I got yours. So I'm just gonna hit OK just so you see it pop up as a link. And then as soon as I tap that, again, all your information pops up. It asks me to turn on my camera and my microphone. All your information is there. And as soon as I tap call, I input my information, and then you're gonna get a call from me. And so just give me a thumbs up if you get that notification on your iConnect app. Yeah, because I know you can't be on Zoom and on iConnect at the same time, like video calling on two at the same time. Oh, I think you're muted, Ola.
Sorry. I'm
You're
on the
good.
computer, but yeah, I am getting a call.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. And so, but yeah, and it's very similar to FaceTiming with Apple. If you have an Apple, I don't know what FaceTiming is for Android. I think it's called FaceTiming, but that's how it works. And so, let me go to the next one. And so I love doing this just because I like testing out, the app. So whoever's number ends in the 8914, I'm just gonna hit OK. And then I'm gonna hit that Tap Talk Tour. And then see now I'll give you access. See now I have Angela's information there. And so as soon as I hit call now, I'm gonna hit Cam, E, oh yeah, R. And as soon as I hit connect, Angela, let me know if you get a notification on your side.
Sorry, I clicked on the wrong end call button.
You're good. Were you able to get that, Angela? Yeah, you could just give me a thumbs up or whatever it is. Sergio, if you want to go ahead and try this as well. So again, like I'll show you so boom. So I'm going to go to my iConnect app. If you go to the agent profile oh, nice, Angela. If you go to the agent profile at the bottom right-hand corner, and then you go to the box with the arrow on it to share, and then you go to Tap Talk Tour link at the bottom. As soon as you tap it, it's going to give you share options. And then go ahead and click text. And then you can put my number in there. So my number, Dominic shared it in the chat. It's 909-809-8463, right? And as soon as you put that number in there and you hit send, I am going to get this for you. And Sergio, I would love for you to do it, not only for practice sake, but also I would like to show you all, if you're talking to a customer and they're saying like, oh, this isn't working and I don't see a link or whatever, I'll show you like what to tell them as our dev team tries to fix that actual link. I would say like fault that's within the app. And so, yeah, because I responded to each of these, and so I wouldn't be able to show you with that. But basically, they would just copy and paste the link into their Safari. It's really simple. And so, yeah, Sergio, if you want to do that, you can go ahead and do that. If not, just give me a thumbs down. Just say like, hey, my phone's messed up or whatever it is. If you can't log into your iConnect agent app, right? And so think about this. Like, if I was a customer, I really want you all to think about it from a consumer perspective. I wish I had my customer app open to show you from a consumer's perspective how it would go. So when you connect with a consumer and you invite them through your unique ID, that is when, there we go. That is when they have on their side access to you. So when they go to search for properties, your green bar is always at the bottom of the screen. So if you all know, I think somebody asked me last time on how to put their property search URL in there. Let me know if you all want me to show you how to do that today. But when you take the URL to your branded website that has an IDXV on it, meaning your homes pop up on the website and there's a searchability function on there to search for homes. If you take that URL and then you put it into your edit profile, right? And when you put that there, anytime you connect with somebody, it gives them the ability to now click the search for properties. And when they click for search for properties, you're at the bottom at all times. And the first thing is that Tap Talk Tour link. And so as soon as they tap it, the same exact thing happens on your side, which is basically you have that notification pop up. You get that unique ring from iConnect saying that somebody's trying to connect with you. And so Gabriella said she wants to see it. And so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys and move over to the side. Bring back my. Say it again, Sergio.
I just sent you that link.
Oh, perfect. 909-809-8463.
I don't know if that's not my actual cell number, but sure.
Oh, that's my cell phone number.
Yeah, I sent it to her, 809-8463.
809-8463. Oh, got it. Interesting. Yeah, for some reason it's not popping up on mine. Do you have, so I'll like address that afterwards, Sergio, but just for everybody who is, wanting to know how to take their URL and input it into their app so it shows, for your customers when they're searching for property. If you go to your agent profile and then you go to edit profile, for those, so now there's a caveat to this. For those of you who have the Premier version of the app, so that's the subscription type where you actually have access to doing this. And so if you're on Founder, and to be honest, if you're on free subscription, just let me know because I can like literally after this upgrade you to Premier because usually all the free subscriptions should be going to Premier, not to Founder. So if you're on Founder and you don't have access to doing this, then just let me know and then I'll upgrade your account to Premier. And so, oh, you said Sergio, you're on Founder?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I can upgrade it to Premiere after. And so basically, so in your edit profile, if you scroll down to your property search website link, so if you go to your website, so keep in mind this is your website, and so I'm just going to use the Warburton team website for right now. So here it is, and all you need is the URL. And so if you go to the bottom of the screen and you tap your URL, you're going to see it highlight, and then you tap it again and you hit copy. And then now I'm going to just go back to my iConnect screen, and I'm just going to paste it right there. So let's delete that for the sake of example. And then I'm going to tap it, and then I'm going to paste it. And then make sure to hit done, and then make sure to hit save at the bottom. So profile updated successfully, right? And then it goes back to the main screen. And so now when I send people my unique ID, when I send them a link to my profile, they are, and again, I wish I can go into my customer app and show you all. I totally forgot what my customer app is, but let's give it a try. So at hotmail.com, password 777. Yeah, see. Oh yeah, all right, cool. So it worked. So don't show again. So now, when an individual goes to search for properties, so this is what it would look like if they didn't have already an agent assigned to them. So if a customer just went onto iConnect app and they downloaded it, and this is where it gives them the ability to choose their real estate agent first and foremost, right? but I don't have a real estate agent, so let's just go with Aja. And so now, so Aja has her her URL set up. And so now when I come into here, at all times, I could either send this link to my agent, just letting them know, hey, I like this property. So I'm just going to go to view all listings. And then, so this listing right here. And so here's all the information on this listing, and I want to send it to Aja. So I would just click that, right? Send this link to my customer. So I'm acting as the buyer that is looking at, through the iCONNCT app. And so, but all the time, I always have this iCONNCT voice call, iCONNCT video call, right? I always have that accessible to me at all times as I'm scrolling through the property site for Aja. And so, but yeah, that's how that works. Anybody have any questions? Can you check mine is there? So yeah, so let me check yours, Gabriella. Oh, you said check yours as a customer. So let's see. So let's do Gabriella. This may be based on region and subscription type as well, because you may not be in my region. And so, because obviously the iCONNCT app, you want to search real estate agents that are close to you. And so we have Dominic, we have Doug. Yeah, I don't think you're, so hold on. So founder, Jonathan, Cynthia, Tamara. Yeah, I think it's because you're not in my region. Subscribe, Marlene. Yeah, I mean, I would have to like scroll through a ton of real estate agents to see if you were there. But yeah, unless you go by any other name. Yeah, but I'm going to assume that you're, oh yeah, there you go right there. So there you go. There's your website. And so that's the URL. So Gabriella did exactly what we just said right here, which kudos to you, Gabriella. Good job. And so now I can just like go onto her page, and if I was looking for condos, I could search for a condo, and I'm like, oh man, I'm a big baller status. I just, signed a deal with the LA Lakers. And I'm coming in here and see, so this is interesting. So your website, you have a feature on your website, Gabriella, where you don't allow them to see the property unless they give you their information. And so it's interesting. So yeah. So I mean, I wouldn't advise taking that off, because you may be using this for other sort of lead gen efforts, and that works really well for other lead gen efforts. But when it comes to somebody just like looking on your website, like I basically can't. And so, yeah, that's up to you though, if you want to take that feature off or not. And so, but yeah, if I found a property, I can come in here and at all times I can connect with you. And so like, and see, now you should be getting a notification on your phone saying I'm calling you.
Right. Now, quick question. So, are we
Mhm.
allowed to use this to like once we engage with the client, right? Let's say they're having a hard time like finding properties or even putting filters in there. Can we use this kind of FaceTime feature with iConnect to lead them through the process? To have like a FaceTime
Oh,
conversation or not?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. So yes, so it's interesting. So yes, so while you're on FaceTime, it does allow the customer to hit the back arrow and then go through some of the properties. And so, yeah, so if they're looking at a property and you tell them like, oh, what else are you looking for? They're like, I want 3 bedroom, 2 baths in this area, right? In this neighborhood or whatever it is. You can go in there and you can like guide them through like, okay, go to the top, do search, da da da. Or like me as a real estate agent, and this is just me, my personality, like I really want to deliver a white glove service to them. And so like if they called me and they were looking for properties on there and they're like, hey, I'm on your website, I like this property, I'd be like, all right, cool. So one thing that I would do is I would have them hit that back button. And then what I would do is, so as a customer, I would tell them, okay, go to the back button, go to your home screen, and then go to schedule a tour. And then obviously you're going to be the real estate agent that's up there on the green bar. And so as soon as they tap you, then hit select. And now you're going to send an invite to the agent and then select the date and time. So keep in mind, we're on the FaceTime this whole time and you're guiding them through this. And so you're
Yeah.
telling them like, all right, cool. When do you want to go see this property that you just sent me? And they're going to be like, oh, I want to go the 27th at whatever time, 12 p.m. And you're like, all right, perfect. And so they're going to put the property address in there, whatever it is, Pachanga, right? And then they're going to hit add. And as soon as they hit add, this is where you're going to get a notification on your phone and you're going to accept that. And so, and again, keep in mind you're FaceTiming with them the whole time while you're on iConnect. And then at the same time, this is where, Andrew teaches this thing called BAM This is where I would book a meeting from a meeting. And so I would, well, to be honest, I would like book 2 meetings. I would tell them like, all right, cool. So I'm going to meet you there. And then I'm going to bring a couple other properties that are like this. Are you looking for more? And then now you're getting into like that qualifying process. And so are you looking for more properties that are like this one? All right, cool. I'm going to bring a couple more. So are you free that day to continue looking at property, or do you want to schedule, a meeting Wednesday or Thursday, the week after, right? And so, yeah, I mean, and again, like I'm not a salesperson, so don't take advice from me. This is just me being in all of Andrew's meetings, just listening to him over and over and over. I'm starting to like spew out. It's kind of like that song that's like stuck in your head, but for me, it's in a nightmare type of way, Andrew's voice. So,
We appreciate it. This is awesome. This is an awesome tool.
oh, I say it again.
This is an awesome tool. It's great.
Yeah. It's really cool. Glad you like it, and thanks for that. Our development team would appreciate that comment a lot. And so, but yeah, any other questions regarding doing a video call with your clients, regarding setting up your URL in the app? If not, I know everybody sent me their link. Sergio, you sent it to me, but it didn't come through. I would say like go through and try it again. Like try, sending it to me again, because for some reason it didn't come through to my phone. I'm assuming that you didn't, I'm assuming something happened where maybe you put in a wrong number for my number. Yeah, because I like even on founder level, like even if you're a founder, you have access to this feature. And so it should have popped up in my notes. But if you do get an error, Sergio, or anything, like you can email us at support@iconnect.com. I could put that in the chat here. And also, I believe all of you are on our support Slack. And so support@iconnect.com. Yeah. And so you guys also have access to us on the support Slack. That's where you have like more immediate access to our development team. And so if anything pops up, I always advise, like if you get any sort of errors at all with the app, I always advise going into the Slack group and just letting them know, hey, take a screenshot or do a video recording of what you're trying to do, and then show the error that pops up, and then just tag, his name's Zishan. And so tag him on Slack, and him and the development team will get to your inquiry as fast as possible. And so, any other questions before we hop off? I actually had to give you guys a tip. One way, so my marketing brain, the one way that I know that I would use this is, so it's kind of like a combination of things. So try to follow me on this. I'll try to stay high level and make this as fast as possible within the next 2 minutes. But one thing that I would do with this link is I would take this link, and then I would go into my database of buyers. And obviously you have all the notes on every single one of your buyers on what they're actually looking for. And so based on that, I'm going to be knocking out a lot of birds with one stone with this strategy. One, I'm going to go out either when my schedule allows me to, or if I was a hungry agent, I'm going out every day. I'm going out every day, and I'm looking at homes that I know my database wants, right? But before I do it, I am going to send them an email. And I'm going to send them an email, and it sounds something like this. Hey, buyer, whatever it is, I know that last time we spoke, you told me that you were looking for these type of properties, right? And I know we haven't found a home yet, but here's a link. I'm going to be viewing this property today and more properties like this one today at 1 p.m. And you can join me live using this link. And so that's when I would just input my Tap Talk Tour link there. And so 2 links would go in the email, a link to the home or just like a picture of the home, and then also a link to that Tap Talk Tour. I would take my link out of my cell phone, paste it into my notes, and then grab that link and then put it in my CRM into that email that I'm going to blast out to my buyers. And I would tell them, hey, I'm going to tour this property right here and here, right here and there, and I'm going to be at this property. And now that I'm thinking about it, it's not a live, so it's not a Zoom. So how I would do it is just like schedule a meeting with me, and then be a virtual showing. And so if you want to see this property, I'm going to show it to you live through my phone, and I'm going to be there at 1 p.m. So do you want 1 or 115, 115 or 130, 130 or 145, whatever. I would set up like within 15-minute increments or however big the home is, right? However long it would take you to show that home. And then I would email blast that out to my database. So one, I'm touching on my database, right? And so it gives you an excuse to reach out to them. And it's not an excuse. You're actually trying to help them, right? Last time we spoke, you said you're looking for these properties. I'm going to be at a property that's like this one. And here's the interesting thing. If you guys networked with investors, you can get into the property and tell them that, hey, like I have a database of buyers. Can I get into the property? Just do a little virtual tour. Or like I have out-of-state buyers. Can I go into the property, do a little virtual tour before you're finished? And the reason why is because low supply and high demand. I learned that in economics. And so you go there and they don't even have access to this property yet. And you're taking a property like that. And then now you're putting in an email. Hey, I have something that you can't find online. And the only way to get it is by clicking this link and scheduling a virtual tour with me. And so I would put that link in there and then blast it out to my database and obviously wait for people to respond to that. And then as soon as you get people to respond to that, that's when I would go to the property, right? And then you do your thing. Like anybody who calls you in those increments, right? You pick it up, turn the camera around. All right, cool. I'm going to walk you through this property, ask them a couple questions while you're doing the virtual tour with them, right? And move them along the pipeline, right? That's how I think about it in my head. And so what did you get from this? One, you got engagement from your database, right? The people who are looking for properties, you got engagement from them. Two, you're leveraging the Tap Talk Tour feature within your iCONNCT app, and you're actually delivering value to them. I have a property for you that's not on the market yet, or that is on the market. I'm going to be going to see it, and me and you are FaceTiming through the iCONNCT app. And then three, you are, while you're at this property and you're done with that phase of it, film the property, right? Film the property. And Jonathan Marani does this all the time. Go there, film the property, and create an Instagram or TikTok or Facebook video out of it, right? If you want to go above and beyond, create a live, right? Go into Instagram, pull up live, and just be like, hey, this is Ola. I'm at this property, and I'm just going to be walking you through this 3-bedroom, 2-bath home that's priced extremely well, and it's in this school district, one of the top school districts in Southern California, and I cannot wait to show you all this property. I'm going to just walk you through it right now. Do the live, and at the same time, walk through the property again and get a video of it, and now you have a live that's on your Instagram that potentially some of the buyers that you've been talking to are following you on Instagram, and they're viewing that, and at the same time, you created an actual professional piece. Like, if you want to see the actual homes that we create on ours, right, you can go onto our Warburton Properties, and that's our content marketing team. They're going out and they're going to see homes, and then they're creating all of the content for the homes and creating all the hashtags and packaging up the content for yourself. And so you're knocking out so many birds with one stone, right? And on top of that, you're understanding more about your homes. And so 909-809-8463. Yeah, it still hasn't popped up, Sergio. I'll go ahead and let our dev team know about that. That's interesting why it's not sending. But like really think about all the birds that you're knocking out with this one stone, right? You're engaging your database, potentially getting buyers and moving them down the pipeline closer to making offers and putting them into escrow. You are creating content for yourself for more visibility on your Instagram. You're doing it live, you're filming the property, and if you were like me, I would literally every single day or every single weekend do this, and now you're getting familiar with all the properties in your neighborhood, right? This is kind of like an old school tactic, kind of like Mike Ferry, Tom Ferry type tactic where they say like get familiar with your market, right? And so when you're showing this property, you're like, oh, I was just at this other $2 million property the other day, and it has this, this, and this, what you were looking for when it comes to the floor plan. Do you want to go check that out, right? And so, but you're knocking out all those birds with one stone. Now that I say that, I don't know why we're knocking out birds with stones. It just seems, it just seems so sad. Anyways, but yeah, if anybody has any questions about that, just go ahead and let me know. Again, you can email us at support@iconnect.com. You can find us on Instagram at @iconnect_official. That's our Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And then again, like if anybody has any sort of struggles with the app, then you can go ahead and go into the Slack group and at Zishan, and their dev team will go ahead and take care of it. But if nobody has any other questions, Sergio, I'm gonna send this. If you can, Like I'm gonna check your profile right after we get off this ICU, and then I'm gonna send it to our dev team to see like what's going on with you sending the link. And so, but other than that, I hope everybody has a great rest of your week. I hope everybody put something in escrow, have some real estate conversations, fill up the top of the funnel, move leads down your funnel. And I encourage everybody to go into your database right now and look at that lead that you haven't spoken to in maybe a couple weeks or a month, and call them, text them, email them, and ask them, hey, where are you at in your home buying journey, and how can I help as a real estate agent? I hope everybody has a great rest of your week. See ya.